Hi, I'm Morella Devost, Transformation One, and it is a sunny, muggy July day here in Vermont. And chances are it's pretty toasty in your neck of the woods too. And this warm weather is actually quite perfect for what I want to talk to you today about, because I want to talk about detoxification. And warm weather, for one, it's great for sweating, which is great for detoxification. But actually during the summer, all of the foods that we are naturally inclined to eat, like raw, fresh fruit and vegetables, are great for detoxification. And this is a subject I'm passionate about. A lot of people often ask me, so why do we need to detoxify? Aren't our bodies naturally equipped to do this anyway? Why do we need to do anything about it? And it's true. We are equipped with liver and kidneys and a colon and yards of skin to remove waste from the body. And yet there's so much going on in our environment that we never had to deal with. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. Why is it that we now need to pay special attention to detoxification? So I have some little cards to help me with this. And we're going to start with food. So 9 different kinds of toxins that are in our food that we need to be aware about. The first one is growth hormones, which you may have heard of. In milk, dairy, cheese, most dairy has lots of growth hormones. We have heavy metals in our fish and meat, especially the larger the fish, the more heavy metals and PCBs. We have pesticides in our conventional grown fruit and veggies, and most of those are oil extracted, so that's not so great. We have plastics in the containers that we use and the plastic liners in cans and that sort of thing, and those plastics tend to leach into the food that we're eating. We have antibiotics in chickens and farmed fish. Actually, they've discovered antibiotics help cattle and chicken and all grow quicker. We have fluoride and chlorine in the water, and the more that they test it, the more they realize it's not so great to drink it. We have chemical coloring and artificial sweeteners in processed foods, diet sodas, and lots of the foods that kids eat. We have GMOs in corn and soy. GMOs are actually banned in Europe, but most of the corn and soy grown in the U.S. is genetically modified, and it turns into a lot of different food additives that are added to processed foods. And we also have chemical solvents, which sounds kind of nasty, but a lot of the oils like canola, sometimes corn, sometimes soy, are actually extracted with solvents, and then they do a whole lot of filtering and processing to remove the solvents. But if you do a little smell test, you may actually find in your canola oil, it can smell sometimes more like paint thinner than food, so you might want to check that out. And so that's food. And then there's also what's going on in our environment, some of which you may know about. There's lots of oil, hydrocarbon stuff in our environment. We have plastics and plasticizers inside our household. I think everything from Tupperware to your shower curtain. We have chemicals in our household cleaners, Clorox, and all of the antibacterial stuff that people are getting really fanatical about. We have fragrances that we put on our skin, and everything that smells kind of good is usually a synthetic fragrance. We have the oil fumes from industrial exhaust and car exhaust that we're breathing. We have personal care products that we put on our skin. Think parabens and sodium lauryl sulfate that you may want to check out your ingredients, and those are extracted from petrochemicals. And we also have construction and furniture chemicals. Think fire retardants and VOCs and the treatment to woods and all the stuff that we have in our homes. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff that we have in our environment that wasn't there a century ago or so. And if you think about all of the toxic accumulation that we know is happening in the environment, well, it's reasonable to think that it also accumulates inside our body. And I know this is a bummer of a story, but the good news is you can do something about it. You can help your body detoxify. Some of the basic things are drinking clean water, not straight from the tap, maybe filtering it, definitely not from plastic bottles. Eating fresh fruit and veggies, The foods that help regenerate your liver, think lots of chlorophyll, green veggies, and also herbs like milk thistle and dandelion, papaya seed, that sort of thing. You'll also want to eat foods with lots of antioxidants, think berries, that help also heal some of the damage from all of these chemicals, and the list goes on. So why I'm bringing this to you is I want you to be aware of what could be accumulating inside your body that could be having some health effects, and I want you to do something about it. There's lots of great programs out there that you can do, and also, of course, I would love for you to do one of my programs. I'm particularly excited about a program coming up in August here in Burlington, Vermont, with Healthy Living and Laughing River Yoga. There's going to be lots of yoga, lots of great food samples, and I'm also going to be taking a group through a really planful approach to detoxification. So I hope maybe you'll join us, but if not, definitely look up detoxification and find a program that works for you. So here's to cleaning our bodies and the planet at the same time.